Alright, I'm back, so we're getting on with it. Triple triad! Yeah, doing that, of course. Bum, 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 bum. Oh shit, I have objectives all over. I'll sweep down from the top. Pardon me, friends? Feeding ground. Raw meat. A generous hunk of glistening flesh, sure to sate the appetite of even the most voracious carnivore. I bet. Fucking cold, man. Contain rotting logs. Oh, there we go. Are these too big? Oh my god. Of course they are. Fuck you. How the hell do you get up this thing? There we go. Looked too steep, but maybe I could have done that earlier. You little shitbird! He's following me all over. Yep, he is. Alright, let's do this. You want a bot? Let's go. Fucking prick. What's this? Giant floating plants. Tentacle monster of some kind. Oh, I meant to zoom in, not do that. Some more raw meat here. It's like random encounters in a classic Final Fantasy game, basically. Sometimes it's just unavoidable. Run away, Coblin. Where's he at? Go! Oh! Wait, what the? Excuse me? Oh! It's probably because I have to, like, capture this, right? Forgot the fucking objective. 30 sack large enough to contain one standard sized dolphin. Damn, you have to be quick about it. But still, I like that they make it so that you can't, you know, you don't accidentally kill it. You still have to catch it pretty fast there, though. I'd forgotten the objective, though. Alright, let's do it again. More practice. Not a bad thing. I need to learn this class like my life depends on it, because it kinda does. Or it will later. Let's go. Oh, okay, here we go. Of course, too late again. It's so off-putting though. There we go. Capture in this 30 sec. There we go. Pull out the poking. It's because it's easy to get carried away, especially when you're learning the class like I am. It's easy to get carried away attacking too much, and then you're like, oh fuck, that's right, I had to catch it after you've already killed it and it's too late, you know? Now they literally give it invincibility, so you can still catch it if you got carried away like that. But you still have to catch it within a certain time frame, because it still disappears anyway. It's an upgrade though, I like it. I like the battle music. I'm actually bopping to it. Far Eastern pot. Large pot is clearly of Far Eastern origin. Oh, you been to Kugane lately or something? God! Gods and scholars, don't sneak up on me like that! Can I help you?
Surprise, motherfucker!
Ah, my employer sent you, did he? Well, he'll be pleased to know that I was able to purchase all his requested Far Eastern items of cultural significance. That pot there was one of them, but I was leery of simply handing it over. I think there's something alive inside. You tell me where this is. Yes? Yes? Oh no. I swear to God, if it's that little son of a bitch. There! You heard that, didn't you? I knew it wasn't my imagination. You seem a well-traveled sort. What sort of creature might we be dealing with here? Fucking scammer. The Namazu, trust me, yeah. Oh! One which will feed the whole family. You know what? He might not be the same one, though. This is kind of cruel. Some innocent Amazon sentencing to death. Should I be on? No, fuck that. I'm going with the comedic answer. One which will feed the whole family. Oh, very funny. You're one of those who like to make jests in a serious tone of voice. It was a jest. Yes, yes? Well, now that I'm here, I might as well make the most of my misfortune. See the sights, try the food, that sort of thing. Convey my pot to the nearest inn, if you please. Seeing as our, guest is so eager to stay, the least I can do is sponsor his visit and help fill out the paperwork. Meanwhile, I would appreciate it if you could explain the situation to my employer. Maybe the oddest thing that has ever happened to me. But please be assured that I will take good care of our unwitting traveler. That's not what I was... When I closed my eyes, I did not expect to wake up in a different country. No, no. That's funny. Yeah, there's a big-ass catfish in there. Fuck you. Can't help but bop to it. Good. Shadowbringers one irked me from like from the onset when I first started playing that expansion. I was like, this is too hardcore for me. Way too metal. Please tell me you're the help I was promised. Yeah. I'll thank the stars. My supervisor came past on a moment ago and scooped up half the ore himself. I swear he's part forest troll. But even so, I don't think I can manage the rest without doing myself an injury. Listen, if I take this crate, do you think you could carry that other load? Once you have it settled into a comfortable grip, I'll lead us to where we need to go. Okay. Am I hauling? Yes. You will have 3 minutes to complete the task. Should you fail, return to the starting location and begin anew. I'm gonna set a timer, because sometimes I get carried away. It's already been about 10 minutes since I got back, so... 3 minutes. Wait, I was supposed to talk to him? Alright, well I might as well start this over again. I was supposed to take this somewhere, and I was like, no, I guess you're supposed to follow her. Alright. Good thing I read the quest objective and saw that it wasn't, you know... Let's try this again. Good thing I didn't get too far. Alright, where to, dude? I see you're no stranger to hauling heavy things about. Come on, let's get moving before my arms fall off. Mine too. Follow the lightly built lab assistant and try not to fall behind. Let's go, man. These people are crazy. I hear fighting going on. There we go. See? We're walking more or less the same pace. I'm still gonna have to slow down at some point. Do some zigzags like this. They can catch up, but... It's kind of cute what they've done with the NPCs. What the hell are those? Buckets of fate. I wonder why they're so low level. You'd think they'd be at least level 80 something. Couldn't tell if that was a player or not. You son of a bitch. I can't defend myself right now. He's throwing shit at me. Or clawing at me, I guess. Well. You son of a bitch. You're going down, asshole. Oh, he's already dead. Alright, fuck him. And I have to do it all over again, don't I? Yep. Of course. What if I could just ditch the guy and run here directly? So I can avoid that happening again. Or maybe he just stays here now and I just go back for it on my own. Nope. I'm gonna try to run ahead anyway, because how the fuck do you avoid the aggro? Walking at a snail's pace with this guy, how the fuck am I supposed to do that? I'm looking out for a warning about me getting too far from him. Good, that stupid bird hasn't respawned. Damn it! Okay, yeah, I got too far. Well, at least, you know. At least, there is a wide range to it. I'll have to sneak by the grass if that bird respawns then. Mechanics, Square Enix. This works like a charm. Yeah, that bird's back. At least I won't drop it if I get hit. There's that. Dude, I'm outside of the fate. Go away, little shits. Some fantasy, please. Appropriate name. Well, weird, but... Yeah, why are they called that? I'm waiting for that dumbass to catch up. Still moving, or is he like waiting or something? Oh, he pauses at certain... Great. So at certain points I have to actually... That's why that happens. This is gonna be harder than I thought. Oh, you lose grip based on... Oh, this is not a problem. I have to... This is a problem, I mean. I have to do this now. Or go around. So that fate just spawned, so I'm gonna have to go around it now. Again, great side quest mechanic. This is MSQ thing too. The whole, you know, following someone or something. But for this particular side quest, it is very badly placed. I'm gonna wait for this fucker to show up, or to catch up to this spot. And as soon as he says this way or whatever, I'm going up and around the cliff side. Yes, yes, I know. Keep going. Correct, I'm going this way. No, that did it. Okay, now I'm gonna sneak this way. He'll be fine. I swear, he better not wait for me to, like, catch up to him. Just go already, jackass! Jesus! This is fucking... Dude. Well, at least this will make for a good comedic outtake reel later. That's like 90% of people watching this right now. Alright, we made it. God damn, that was way harder than it should have been. That ought to do it. Come on back to the Arcane and I'll pay you what you're owed. Thanks, I can handle the rest from here. The worst of it is over. You take care of that now. Well, let's do the other objectives while we're out here. Is that it? Okay, yeah. I'm gonna turn in all this shit. Milady? Look at you, all finished and with a distinct lack of bleeding and sobbing. This is why I prefer to employ mercenary types to feed our more aggressive specimens. Damn. Fortunately, I can simply let the carnivores hunt down their own meals much of the time, but this is a closed habitat. If we don't intervene to fill bellies on occasion, the delicate equilibrium between predator and prey will all come crashing down. Thank you for helping to maintain that balance. Alright. Welcome. Did you catch up with the Gleaner? What do you have to say for himself? Well? Are you telling me that Namazu are real? As a scholar, I thought the stories of such things were just that. Stories! Nope. And now we have the chance to speak with one in the flesh! We really must house this visitor here in the Arcane and record the conversations for posterity. Hmm? Oh, yes, here. You've been very helpful. Now, if you don't mind, I have preparations to make. Thanks. Your quest was more of a pain in the ass than it should have been. I'm glad you came along when you did. I can't be hauling ore all day, and my colleague is not exactly built for hard labor. The estate Stolotz is where we store our mineral deposits, you see, and it is our job to field and fill requests from our fellow researchers. You saw all that shit, Crimson? Dude, I was like, if anybody walks into the stream right now and sees this, or even when they see it later on YouTube, they're just gonna be like... Seeing that shit? That was horrific, man. But we're not equipped to process orders of that quantity, especially if the central circuit keeps sending up requisition papers at the same frenzied pace. We'll run out of stock before long. Assuming our backs don't give out first. Anyway, you're not here to listen to me gripe. Take your wages and good work. Goodness. Any luck with the logs? Sure. The king remains of a fallen tree. Yes, they should be riddled with the little darlings. Thank you, both for me and on behalf of my sure-to-be-appreciative fellow archivists. After all, no dish has more nutritional value than one made with beetle larvae. Beetle larvae? What is that? Oh, you're off to sleep, Crimson? Alright. Have a good night. Hope you sleep well and everything. Yeah. These are cute sleeping emotes, yeah. What is a Parado doing here? Guess it makes sense that, well, yeah. Did you get it? Did you bag the Coblin? Yeah, right here. 30 sack contains one subdued standard-sized Coblin. This was also somewhat difficult, but that was my own fault for not paying attention. Oh, here's the scholar. You see, I've been assigned to evaluate the dietary claims of a work entitled Coblin Cuisine. I have been about to prepare my first dish. How will it taste? Is it even edible? You, my friend, have made it possible for me to answer such questions. Thank you for your contribution to culinary science. Well, you're very welcome, sir. And that's it. See, like a lot of things in life, when you have a big task ahead of you... Great, we have Rough Riders in the neighborhood. When you have a big task ahead of you, breaking it down into its constituent parts always makes it feel easier. You know, the perception is not that bad. And what I'm getting at here is the side quests. If you do the little ones that pop up here and there as you go with MSQ, it's not as bad, it doesn't feel as daunting of a task as doing all of MSQ and then going back to do all of them later when there's just a fuck ton of them all over the map and you're just like... I got a lot of quests to do, you know? You do a little bit at a time with the MSQ and it's not so bad. This is the 4-milk material archive in Charlene. I should look to explore treasure shelf myself, but I fear we'll... Yeah. They said all this before. Yeah. We gotta talk to them before I left. Deeper into the maze. Well, we won't learn anything of value standing out here. Let's proceed into the main building and speak with the custodian. I really love the Endwalker theme. It's really good. Fits the theme, like, extremely well. Greetings. We are here to peruse the Archaean's vaults. Peruse? You're clearly not gleaners, then. Might I ask your affiliation? Oh, shit. We belong to the students of Baldessian, but... is that relevant? I was given to believe that the vaults, those open to the public at least, were... open to the public. Ordinarily, yes, that would be the case. At present, however, access is restricted. Only persons directly involved in the reorganization efforts are permitted to enter. Not us, then. I suppose we had better move along to another facility. This building has a lift which connects to the middle tier, yes? Might we at least make use of that? No? That service has also been suspended, I am afraid. For the time being, priority has been given over to the conveyance of inventory. What? So this is as far as we can go? I apologize for the inconvenience. Please come again after a restructuring operation is concluded. By that time, it will be too late. And we were so close to getting answers. We need to rethink our approach. Let us step outside for the moment, shall we? Students of Baldessian. I don't think he bought that, did he? He knows. People shake. He knows. Oh my god. The Forum must be wary of exposure indeed to so heavily restrict the use of public institutions. Yeah, they're being really secretive about all this. If they're gonna close off facilities, then they ought to announce it. The students must be furious. Labyrinthos is constructed in the shape of a mortar. This upper layer is called the outer circuit, and the medial circuit lies one tier below us. Yeah, I saw that when I was flying on the Black Chocobo. Kind of goes down like steps. We are at an impasse. As we have no other leads, I should like to pursue this one further. What do you have in mind? But I doubt that our stone-faced custodian will be swayed by heartfelt pleas. We must seek another means to access the lower levels. It is likely that the people in this area are involved in the restructuring in one way or another. If we were to ingratiate ourselves, they might allow us to accompany them on the lift. Let us ask around. Surely someone is in need of a few strong backs to lighten the load. I mean, hell, I've already done my fair share of helping out around here. But yeah. Bone-weary worker. What's that? Take you down on the lift with me? Sorry, but not a chance. I've been up and down all day, and only now have I finally found a spare moment to rest. I did see a gleaner fellow heading out the gate there, though, shouldering a large pack, engaged in some manner of task. Maybe he'll be headed down below after he's done with whatever it is he's doing. Okay. Anything else? Please, even talking is an effort. Don't bother that gleaner I told you about. Am I taking the lift? Oh no, we're just students. They won't let us into the Archean even though we found... Actually, we have no idea what it is we found. There's no record of such a creature anywhere. I'm trying to look at this guy. But it was wandering around Tranquility, and so we thought to donate it to the vaults. Squeal, squeal! Honest little squeal, don't you think? Anyway, I suppose we'll just have to take care of it until the Archean is open again. At first we thought it might have escaped from one of the research laboratories, but when we reported our find to the studium, they were just as dumbfounded as we were. If it truly is a newly discovered species, we could have our names appear in the Gazette. Squeal, squeal, squeal. He's fucking... Oh, sweet. What? They'll frighten it away. Wait. Oh yeah, it's Aaronville! This guy again. Ah, it's you again. I don't mean to be rude, but I'm in the middle of another task. The cloudkin I need to capture is close. Very close. Okay. I can help. You wish to help me with this too? You spend your time in unusual ways, my friend. Tell me about it. Still, 2 hunters are generally better than 1. Very well. The canal here is a common gathering spot for birds of all kinds, but the one I'm after today is a hornbill. Its feathers are green, and its cry a distinctive caw. Single it out and shoot it with the sleeping dart. The effects are short-lived, so I'll lie in wait down by the riverbank to claim our quarry. Be sure to hit the right one. More sniping, huh? Alright. Yeah, I know. I've seen these instructions like 10 times in Stormblood. Caw, caw. This one? Yeah, they made it easy since it's MSQ. One of these two, basically. So which of the two was it? Shit! Wait, I have a cheat for this. PS5, baby. Let me see if he said something about the color. A hornbill? Feathers are green. Gotcha. Ha-ha! Thank you. Share play button? It's that one. Fuck! Ain't gonna help with my accuracy though. Got him. Fuck! He's like, yes! Nailed it.
Fair shot.
Oh shit, finally we got some voiceover shit. Alright. And now we know what his voice sounds like.
Nicely done. Let me truss this one up and I'll make my way over to you.
There you are. Any new revelations? So you met with that gleaner again, this time to capture a hornbill. I understand catching and bringing in creatures from the outside, but what's the point of chasing after ones already here?
Oh, it's a simple thing, really. Occasionally, we remove specimens no longer needed for study, or those we've had difficulty raising. But we can't simply turn them loose. Safely returning such creatures to their native habitats is another facet of a cleaner's duties. But not in this case, I'm afraid. I've been asked to bring the bird below.
You have the same accent as the female Viera. It's consistent.
The restricted section in the lower levels of Labyrinthos. Open only to a select few researchers hand-picked by the Forum. The projects down there are the subject of rumor and hearsay. Forbidden magics. Advanced technologies that can never be allowed to fall into outside hands. Even Archons are not privy to the truth. Those who are, the researchers involved in this secretive work, are not permitted to walk freely in the city, and are instead required to live in isolated quarters.
What could a facility subject to such strict security protocols possibly need with a hornbill? An experiment?
Possibly. I wasn't afforded an explanation. But judging by the requisition list given to me and my colleagues, I doubt it's for any kind of advanced research. I'd be more inclined to believe we were making preparations to migrate to the south. Mericidia or thereabouts.
What? Why would you say that?
Much of the flora and fauna we were asked to procure could serve as reliable sources of sustenance. They're comparatively hardy species, too, able to endure harsh climates. And among them are specimens known to be effective in improving soil quality and purifying water.
When you put it that way, migration does sound like a reasonable assumption.
That's all it is, though. An assumption. Through our tasks, we gleaners glimpse only bits and pieces of the Forum's plans. Our prime concern is that our requisitions, be they living or otherwise, are properly preserved for the knowledge of future generations. Now, I really must be going. I regret that I cannot reward you as you deserve.
No, dude, the information was good enough, buddy. Don't worry about it.
Perhaps you might reward us after a fashion then. It is imperative that we reach the lower levels.
That too.
And seeing as you are already set to descend with your assigned cargo, mayhap we could accompany you as your assistants.
I'm afraid that won't be possible. Once the animals have been prepared for transport, we send them down separately via the lift. I will, of course, follow after to make my report, but I can hardly pass you off as porters when there's nothing left to carry.
Indeed. Pray forget I said anything.
How do you feel about climbing? If you've strength and the courage to brave it, then there is another way down. This path leads to the 33rd facet, a mine shaft excavated during one of our expansions of Labyrinthos. While I cannot guarantee that the passage is safe to traverse, it should provide access to the medial circuit below.
I never even knew such a place existed. Thank you. This is the perfect solution.
You're quite welcome, but consider yourselves warned. If the going proves too treacherous, you'd do well to turn back. I bid you good day.
Well, turning back is hardly an option, not when we've come this far. Let's go and take a look at this mine shaft.
I'm going on a little adventure. See, they got me singing along. I like the song. I can't keep doing that with my head though. It start to hurt a little. Fuck you. It's you in particular. Causing me all that trouble with that side quest earlier, you little prick. I never would have noticed this cave on my own. I think the scholar that Erenville knew of it, and that you were there to persuade him to share. I took a quick peek inside, but it's awfully dark in there. The medial circuit which Erenville mentioned is the tier directly below us. Unlike the lowest level of Labyrinthos, with its rigid security, one can usually roam the middle layer quite freely. Let us see what we might find. Okay, Alpino, you ready? This must be it, the entrance to the mine shaft. It's faint, but I hear something moving within. Creatures homed there by the researchers, you think? Well, slobbering beasts aside, we will need to watch our footing. We should tighten our straps and such before we continue. Alright. That made us miss out on the fucking quest complete music, but whatever. We hear that a million times with the side quests. Man-made though it may be, this shaft was designed to resemble a natural cave system. Heed Aaronville's warning and do step carefully. Remedial circuit. Assuming everyone's tightened their straps and checked their gear, then I say we head on in. Given the terrain ahead, though, it might be wise to leave some distance between us. We don't want to be stumbling over each other if it comes to a fight. Take it slow, and don't forget to check your surroundings from time to time. We can meet up again at the other end of the tunnel. Got it, Alize. Take it slow, she says. Who is he talking to? When do I ever take it slow? I know. The irony, I get it. When do I ever take it slow? How about when you decided to do all the side quests, jackass? Yeah, I know. But such is my wont. I'm a semi-completionist when it comes to this sort of thing. A hostile presence. Get over here! Alright, AoE combo time. Never mind, he died. Thought there was another one. It would have attacked, I guess, so. Fuck you. That's an ungodly sound it made, though. Let's go, all of you. Alright, gotta set up auto attack too. There you are, you little shit. Of course I wasn't gonna leave without that. $420! Yalms to the northwest. Come over here then. This is the outside of the cave. Freaky looking. That mine shaft was infested with mithril caps. Some sort of research project, I wonder? I suppose they are a most unusual creature. Why did they develop such long limbs when all they do is shuffle about narrow tunnels? I don't know, but it reminds me of the mushroom enemies from Legend of the Gaia, actually. The first one. Long-ass legs and they kick you. Leon, did you know Kyle almost took a tumble back there? She can't possibly still be dizzy from the lift. No, she's hiding something. She's fronting like she's okay, but she's not. I was being careful, I swear. The slope was steeper than I thought, and I lost my footing for a moment, that's all. I'm not injured, if you don't count my pride. What the hell could be wrong with her? Hope it has nothing, it's not a lingering effect of what happened in Stormblood. You know, when they extracted some of her ether to implant the Echo into Fordola and Xenos. Everyone seems to have made it through without incident. Nothing of consequence, at least. And as promised, the tunnel has delivered us into the medial circuit. As I recall, this tier is where they keep a wide variety of samples for agricultural production. If Erenville's assumption holds true, that specimens are being collected in preparation for a great migration, excuse me, then we should see evidence of such plans in this area's research projects. Let's follow the path to the nearest farming facility and see what we see. That's in the direction of the next ether current. My memories of this place are a touch hazy, but if we keep to the path heading north, then we should eventually arrive at a farm of some kind. Genoma? I don't know. Freaky. Fuck 'em. This battle music is just growing on me more and more. Oh look! I'm being attacked by produce and eggs. I say you better fuck off, you little shit. Aha! Now I know where we are. This is Mariel Agronomics. What's up? Labyrinthos is host to a wide variety of vegetation, which allows us to conduct studies on cultivation methods utilized in foreign lands. And it is this facility which coordinates and oversees those efforts. The fruits of their research go to feed their Labyrinthos colleagues, or so I hear. More notable successes might make it to the Agora. Foods so exotic you'd be hard-pressed to guess their origin, let alone how they might taste. Indeed! Mystery vegetables without a name, only a list of nutritional benefits scribbled on a card. I see no gleaners hereabouts, yet these workers seem to share that same sense of urgency. It's possible they know something of the Forum's plans and their underlying motivations. Worth looking into, wouldn't you say? Yeah. See what you can coax from the workers. The rest of us will do the same or cast about for useful clues. A field full of ripe vegetables being left to rot on the vine. Not a single picker hard at work. Clearly procuring readily available fresh food is not the Forum's priority. That's a bit odd. Only animals, no produce. What, are they gonna feed the dragons at Mericidia or something? As a peace offering? If they're gonna migrate? I'm told this cart holds the harvest meant for the larders here. Nothing out of the ordinary. I assume dragons are carnivores, of course, that's why. I don't think they're gonna want produce, right? Oh, hello there. We weren't expecting visitors, not with the use of the lift being restricted. How did you make it down here anyway? Through a cave way the fuck over there? A mine shaft, you say? Oh, you're a much hardier soul than I. Under normal circumstances, I'd reward such tenacity with a guided tour of the fields, but I'm afraid the Forum has us filling order lists a mom long. Wow. Massive yet detailed requests. Literal wagon loads of crop samples and hardly any time to put them together. When I first heard of this grand reorganization, I assumed we would be shuffling around old stock to make room for the new. Then came the orders for ridiculous quantities of seeds we've already thoroughly researched. Passing strange, eh? I pressed for an explanation, and was met with vague assurances that all would be revealed in due course. Not the most satisfying answer. Huh. Visit us again when the lift is back in normal operation. I should hope we'll have all new crops to show you by then. Oh, we probably won't. Further north. Okay. And so you've spent years researching these high-yield cultivation techniques. Do I have ought to be taken down below? More than I can carry and then some. Most of our stock is sent off via the cargo lift, but some has been earmarked for aerial transport. Really? Hence the stack of crates atop that hill over there. God, hauling the lot up that slope is a job and a half. Right, back to it then. Once I'm done here, I think I'll take some fresh fruit to the last stand and have them whip me up a dessert. Yeah, you're gonna need it actually if you're putting in this much hard work. What crops are we raising? Well, as you can see, this one is a variety of grape. Only needs a good source of sunlight to grow, and the conditions here are nothing short of perfect. Hardly surprising given that it's native to a particular locale in the very place upon which Labyrinthos was modeled, a region in the south of Ilsabard. Mericidia, I'm guessing? It boasts remarkable habitat diversity, allowing for myriad flora and fauna to thrive. Chilly peaks in the north give way to swaths of temperate plains, which in turn transition into a hot, humid coastline. Really? Should have taken more weather science in college. Such bountiful territory is ever contested, as you might expect. It used to be called Corvos before the Imperials renamed it Locus Aminus. Oh, you're talking about Grahatia's old haunt, basically, or where he came from, basically. The Forum saw it not as a prize, however, but as a researcher's ideal environment. One whose climates we strove to recreate within the confines of Labyrinthos. It's since provided a rich foundation for countless experiments in cultivation. I feel like there's something trying to get into my right eye. Whoa, what's going on over there? Ooh, I think it's a sage or something. I'm sure. No. What is it? Down there, huh? The way back out is, oof, it's gonna be rough. This is not a good idea. If they spot me, I'm dead. Wrong button. There. That should be good. Heal! Tried to sound like Sora from Kingdom Hearts 1. Using Cure. Which, by the way, looking at it, it's, okay, no. The charge-up was almost the same animation, but, oh, god damn it, I shouldn't have dicked around. Alright, come on, let's go. Oh! Oh! You're stolen. There you are. The stack of crates on the hill is going below? That sounds promising. I'll gather the others and join you there. Right on. There's the stacked boxes. They're west. Somewhere over there, then. Labels on these crates tell the story of their contents. Bundles of common seeds and saplings accompanied by sheaves of reports. Where's this going?
Hard to look away, isn't it?
Jesus Christ. That dude got the drop on me.
Surprise, motherfucker!
But they're more than pretty flowers. Heart blooms are attuned to ambient emotion. You don't seem convinced, but believe me, it's true. This ashen grey, for instance, it mirrors the anxiety and urgency of those working nearby as they rush to fulfill sudden orders.
That's really cool.
Intense feelings like those spur the petals to change colour. Bright glowing hues in the presence of joy. Dark, subdued shades for frustration or despair. Yet even with the collected wisdom of Charlian at our disposal, we've yet to identify the underlying principle of this empathic effect. And there are other mysteries besides. Although the flower is extraordinarily long-lived, its low reproductive rate has made it difficult to find younger populations growing in the wild. With too few sightings to map its distribution, and no closely related species to track, we've been unable to pinpoint its land of origin. To further complicate matters, every culture, even dimly aware of its existence, has given it a different name and mythos. Our attempts to study it via the historical record have been an exercise in frustration. As an avid botanist myself, I should one day like to unravel the Heartbloom's secrets. But I'm afraid other duties must take precedence. I will leave you to your thoughts.
These are gonna be a plot device of some kind, these flowers. Also, that sounded like, Hardbert's voice actor, but I could be wrong.
Have you learned aught of interest? A flower that reacts to one's feelings? Strange. I must say, I have never heard of such a thing.
This is all very fascinating. But as it stands, we've failed to gain any significant insight into the Forum's undertaking.
Indeed. While there is certainly enough activity to support Erenville's supposition that a priority has been placed on improving food production, unfortunately for our investigation, these workers were never informed as to how their duties serve the master plan.
If only we could interrogate the Forum members directly. Isn't that the entrance to the Archaean? Look, there. I think that's Erenville.
A little difficult to tell from here, but I think you're right. He did say he was coming down to make his report.
Erenville receives his orders from the Forum. Would it not follow, then, that the superior to whom he reports is a Forum member, or at least a close associate?
You mean to eavesdrop on their conversation? What of the risks?
Ours alone to bear. We won't interfere with Erenville's work, nor will he be implicated as an accomplice. If you're not comfortable taking part, I can do this alone.
Nay. I said myself that I wished to know Father's intentions. And no answers will be forthcoming should we simply ask nicely.
There we go. Atta girl, you
We can
stole us.
apologize later, should it come to it. Right now, we need every crumb of information we can get our hands on. Consequences be damned.
It might be best if you came along as well. In fact, we should all... Cryer?
Oh, yes. That certainly sounds like a plan.
I'm glad you agree.
Quickly! Erenville is on the move. We need to get closer before we lose him.
Almost. I can almost reach you.
There's someone from Hyperion here. I forget which data center that is. Ether or Primal. It's a data center travel system. It's gonna be a lot easier to start actually, like, what's the word for this? I noticed all the ones that use that gauge are defensive. Intervention is to protect the teammate. Cover and Sheltron pretty much very similar things. But, with data center travel being a thing, I'm gonna start inadvertently becoming more familiar with which server belongs to which data center. It's out of curiosity when I see server names next to people's names. Okay, so use that on somebody to cover them, just like the cover material would do in FF7, basically. Sheltron's explanatory, self-explanatory, I mean. What was this again? Just a damage mitigator for a party member. Yeah. 6 seconds. 12 seconds. 10. Oh, wait. 6. Okay. Cover's the best one. Intervention, if you can't use that. Upgrade it with Rampart or Sentinel. 50, 50, 50. Okay, so I don't really have to worry about those until I'm actually working with a team. The rest I've pretty much already kind of figured out. Well, as we level up, we'll get curveballs with the 80 to 90 skills. It feels wrong to spy on Erenville, helpful as he's been. But what other choice do we have? Yeah. Oh. It's the only way to not implicate him if something goes wrong, too. Let's get after him already. We've waited too long as it is. Hold your horses, Alize. Forgive me, my attention has been elsewhere. We were following Erenville, weren't we? Yeah, you were stuck on those flowers. Is Kryle still feeling unwell? I've never seen her so distracted. She's still looking at the flowers, too. Keep an eye on her, but keep moving, too. We cannot let our quarry slip away. No new side quests? Nope. Off we go then. Did you see which way Aaronville went? The full report, warts and all. Jesus. Aaronville was headed westwards along the path outside the Archean. Come, we can still catch him. Avengers, assemble! I don't know. It seems Yustola wishes to have a word with us. Giving us a good talking to? We've fallen too far behind, and this damn mist won't help matters. Not that thick, but okay. I can still hear it. Still hear what? Hold a moment. I have an idea. What's up? If memory serves, that colossal wall-like structure is Logisticon Beta, one of Labyrinthos' climate control centers. Should have its own lifts, with which one could access the upper or lower tiers. Aye, if I were an agent of the Forum, it would make for a convenient meeting place. But even if we happen to find Aaronville in the company of said agent, we cannot expect him to reveal issues of importance as we nonchalantly stroll past. Nay, we shall have to remain undetected. Asking me to go ninja? I'm a master of espionage with that shit. Only Graha and his vanish spell were here. Oh yeah, I forgot he could do that. Oh, but there are other ways of turning invisible. Oh yeah? Hippity hop, my little toads! Oh my god, she's really turned into Matoya. What the? Goodness!
What? What the fuck?
She turned us into frogs! What the Unaccustomed to transfiguration? Worry not, it will wear off with the passage of time. I did not expect this.
Bruh, look at this dude.
I suggest you and your green companions hop along and catch up with Aaronville. Should you feel the magic's fading, return to me and I will refresh the enchantment. And what am I to do in the meantime? You've been left out for a reason. Wait here with me. In your current state of mind, you'd be as likely to leap into the jaws of a predator as you would learn anything of note. Don't think we haven't noticed, Kyle. We fucked up. Which reminds me, where are the creatures hereabouts? In that form, you are essentially defenseless. You're changed into a toad!
Surprise, motherfucker.
You must remain transfigured in order to progress with quest objectives. You'll return from your transfigured status if you move too far away. Look to your map for the transfiguration's area of effect. Speak with your soul to restore or prolong. Okay. Cool. Whoa. "29 minutes. I would have enjoyed being a toad for a little while, if only for the change of pace. But you still is right. I am too preoccupied with other matters." Ribbit? Ribbit? Ribbit, Ribbit! Ribbit! Alfie Toad and Ally Toad are now accompanying you. Keep them at your side in order to proceed with quest objectives. Leave your quest companions behind by entering a different area. Yada yada. Yeah, I remember this. How big is... Okay, this big ass rectangle? 29 minutes is, Oh good, there's an optional... That's good. Alright, let's go. Toad Posse? Assemble! I mean, it is kind of amusing. Oh shit. Watch out, the bigger toads will make a lunch out of us. I better zoom out all the way just to make sure I know where the fuck we're going. It's too bad they didn't make the toad effect be like an FF7 remake where you see like one article of the character's clothing to distinguish them, you know? Like how when you turn into a toad in that game, yeah. Cloud still has his Buster Sword, but it's shrunk down. I think Eris has like the little bow from her hair or whatever. Not enough budget for this one. Wow, that looks pretty down there. Female? What is that? Discuss your surroundings. Ribbit? 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 Alfie Toad attempts and fails to shake his head, but you nevertheless understand that he is telling you this is the wrong way. Ribbit! 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 Alley Toad turns to face the north. Perhaps he is suggesting you cross the bridge. Who do I trust then? Well, there's a way up on both sides. Seems like a less of a hassle to go across this way now. Judging by the terrain. Can I even use this? Nope. Fuck, please don't turn around. Yes! We made it! Oh my god, they look so cute! Calling like that. Let's go! This is great!
I trust you will find your compensation to be more than satisfactory. We wish to make clear that we are pleased with the efficiency and thoroughness of your work. So much so that we have come bearing new tasks in need of your competent hand.
Another lengthy list. If I may speak frankly, the Gleaners have been pushed to the point of collapse by your unending demands. We are not familiars to be exploited. We are Charlayan scholars, and we deserve an explanation for this unseemly treatment. What warrants such urgency?
You bastard!
In an age long past, Charlayan was charged with a momentous duty. And now that word of the final days hangs heavy in the air, the time has come for us to fulfill that charge. I can say no more, but I promise you this. All will be revealed in due course. And when it has, you will understand that your toil was in service to the greatest good.
Then I will do your bidding. For now. But unless you wish the Gleaners to rise up in protest, I advise you to offer tangible improvements for our working conditions. Your promised revelation does nothing to address present circumstances.
A fair point. Your concerns will be conveyed to the Forum.
Wait till you see the. No, 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 no.
I hope that was informative. You may consider my debt to you repaid in full. While I do have my reservations about the Forum, I want to believe that they have our best interests at heart. Which is why I'm reassured that you're busy sniffing out the truth of things. We can ill afford to place all our eggs in one basket, this master plan of theirs. without first understanding the risks involved.
He's a sharp one, isn't he?
Wait! How did you know it was us?
We're just staring at him. How would he not?
If you mean to impersonate a toad, try studying the real thing. And don't try to fool an expert.
You bastard!
We thought, but he's like, he's like, nah. You ain't that sharp. All three of us just in a posse rolling deep like that, just staring at them while they talk. Of course that wasn't subtle. We're lucky the other guys weren't fucking experts. Our toad performance needs work, apparently. I'll have to pay more attention the next time I see one. Yep. Anyway. I suppose we should have known a gleaner who specializes in animal procurement would not be so easily deceived. Exactly. And he seemed inclined to put his trust in us all the same. More importantly, perhaps, we've discovered a new piece of the puzzle. This momentous duty the forum agent mentioned. Charlian has been called to action, and the Teloporoid's declaration was the catalyst. Whatever charge it is they hope to fulfill, they deem it of sufficient import to disrupt all of Labyrinthos, not to mention ignore Eorz's request for aid. Which they probably would have done anyway, but yeah. If we happen to cross paths with Erenville again, I should like to thank him properly. A guide of sorts. Alize is staring off in the direction Erenville departed, a thoughtful look on her face. What's up? What duty could warrant the direct involvement of the Forum and the commitment of all its resources? Judging by what we just heard, none of the Gleaners were offered any kind of explanation. At this point, it seems abundantly clear that we'll learn nothing new by pressing them further. We should head back to Y'shtola and Krile for the moment, see what they think of this. Wait, southwest. Shit, there's another one over here. Hold up. Really close. A little slow. Wait. Oh, it's down there, isn't it? You son of a... Wait, no. It's west. Hold on, it might be over here. Can I enter these buildings? Oh, it's up there. I see it now. How the fuck do I get up there? Okay. It's morning! Damn, I wish I could have looked up before it changed so I could have seen it turn on. Like a fucking light switch. That was a funny scene. Still reminiscing about it. But wasn't there one up here somewhere? Like, when I was saying, oh shit, now there's quests back there. Alright, good to know. Southeast. Yeah, there was, I remember there was one here before we turned into toads. This thing is very close by. Oh, never mind, it's down there. Yeah. Where is Krile? It's funny how normal the forest seems now. As a toad, it was all so much more ominous and threatening. Yeah, defenseless toads, they got it rough. When you're prey, yeah, things seem rather different than when you can defend yourself. Welcome back. I trust you found Aaronville then? Yeah, but where the hell's Kryl? Interesting. I had a feeling you would learn something important, even if that something was simply a confirmation that no one knows much of anything. We should share this with Kryl, then discuss how we'd like to proceed. Assuming we find her back at the farm. She was still behaving oddly, so I bade her return and rest there. Perhaps not the best decision in hindsight. Would you mind checking near those flowers she was so entranced by? Excuse me. The rest of us can survey the more distant areas, just in case she decided to wander. Sounds good. Excuse me. Holy shit. Oh yeah. I forgot to do this. I'm so used to not traveling with them. Crispy Colonel. Need your help, buddy? In case you get attacked by more assholes. Oh man, I gotta dress him up properly. There we go. Now it looks badass. Diamond weapon attire. Hell yeah. Your mother wears combat boots. Huh. You didn't even react. Flew right through him, too. Uh-oh. Okay, didn't like me. Can't help but bop to her, man. Yep, there she is again. Alright, Kryl?
For you. The spell will keep it from wilting. She said you would need it for the journey ahead.
Aww. Thank you, Kryl, and whoever suggested that. Was it you, Stola? Also, I called it. It's going to be a plot
Will you
device.
speak with her now? I cannot hope to match Minfilia's clarity, of course, but...
What is she talking about?
Thank you.
What?
Do not worry. She has lent me her body for only a moment. Just as I could not save the first from the flood of light, it has become arduous for me to interact with the physical world without assistance. Though I might converse with you for a time, the incorporeal form I assumed on the ship would be incapable of casting even the simplest enchantment. It is in the depths of the ethereal sea, the place to which all life returns, where my influence is greatest. After Minfilia's sacrifice on the first, it was to the sea, here in the source, where I ferried her soul. I wished that gentle spirit to find rest in the world she loved so well. Her, and another who may yet have a part to play, though that will depend on you. Take the flower, walk free, for you are free, to go where you wish, to believe what you will. That bloom will be your guide, test and proof of your conviction. In darkness, seek joy. Surrender not to sadness. beyond despair. Walk free and bear the light for others to follow. Together, raise it aloft and let it shine till the end, blinding and radiant.
That was all too brief. Already she seems so far away.
The Answers theme song from Realm Reborn here.
My apologies if I startled you. Ever since we began our descent into Labyrinthos, I had sensed another's will, straining to reach out. Even with my particular talents, though, I was unable to make a connection at first, so weak and tenuous it was. Once I took hold of that wispy thread, imagine my surprise to discover it was Heidelin herself. Needless to say, it seemed wise to learn what we could before letting go. Her answers were more cryptic than I would have liked, but at least she left us with a guide of sorts, that unusual flower. Yes, we are definitely making progress.
You can't be serious. We've done nothing wrong.
I know what just happened. They got busted. Shit. This fucking asshole. Of course, he probably heard they were here.
Master Fortuno, what business has the Forum with us?
Obstruction and suppression, apparently.
Mistress Baldessian, our records show you facilitated the Scions' entrance into Sharlayan by claiming them as assistants for your organization. We are aware of your investigations. After alerting the major institutions to the presence of potential troublemakers, we received word from an Archean custodian. A group operating under the auspices of the students, skulking about Labyrinthos and engaging in clandestine behavior.
Clandestine? We may not have entered Sharlayan as Scions, but we did naught to conceal our identities. Our only purpose in this city is to seek the truth. I can think of no reason why our actions should warrant the Forum's intervention.
'Tis not our way to discourage the pursuit of knowledge, but the timing of such pursuits must be considered, not to mention their potential impact. With the world in chaos, we, the true caretakers of wisdom, have committed ourselves to an undertaking that demands the utmost discretion. And we will not risk its success by turning a blind eye to disruptive foreign elements in our midst.
What, then, is to be our fate? Will you put us on a ship back to Eorzea?
The Forum will convene to examine your case. The results of said inquiry will determine your future in this city. As for your absent companion, he has already been detained.
They got Graha.
Graha! But why? Is reading a crime now, too?
Reading is encouraged, celebrated even. Not, however, of the volumes shelved in the restricted section of the library.
Refusing to comply will only make matters worse. Let us instead treat this as an opportunity to open a dialogue with the Forum.
Silence is often one's best defense. I would advise against prolonging the proceedings with frivolous discourse. But enough. This is not the place for debate. The rostra await.
Time I see Kyle without the hood on. Holy shit.
I was careless.
We would have been detained regardless. This way, at least, we managed to stay together. I trust your time within the Forbidden Archives was well spent.
Man.
The forum will come to order. This inquiry is now in session. As Speaker-elect, I will be presiding over the day's proceedings. Master Fortuner, would you be so kind as to restate the matter which compelled you to summon your colleagues with such urgency?
As you are all aware, we recently denied Eorzea's request for Sharlayan assistance. Since then, certain individuals dissatisfied with our decision have taken it upon themselves to interfere with our work. They entered our nation masquerading as associates of the students of Baldessian. But these malcontents are better known as the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. These militants wield influence with both the Eorzean and Eastern alliances, and are inextricably involved with the crises presently afflicting the world at large. Loose in our city, these warmongers sought to meddle with and expose matters of state secret. What are they, if not a dire threat to be expelled?
You have tarnished the good name of the students. Galuf would be ashamed.
Galuf Baldessian was never one to forsake his fellow man. Even if this nation closed every door and retreated from the world, he would have found a way to help the Scions, help every soul of this star fight back against the coming doom.
You made it personal by talking about her grandfather like that. Fuck you.
A terrible enemy stands poised to lay waste to all we hold dear. In the face of such madness, Eorzea reached out to Sharlayan, a respected ally, in the hopes of forming a united front. Was your curt dismissal truly the best you could offer? Or are you so preoccupied with your momentous duty of an age long past that even the end of the world is unworthy of your attention?
Whence came this revelation?
From the mouth of a forum member within fortuitous earshot.
Then it seems your findings support my own. The reason I visited the restricted shelves was to study records of the Forum's policymaking process, to better understand the historical trends underlying their most major decisions. At first glance, The positions of neutrality in war and the accumulation of knowledge above all else appear constant and consistent, the unchanging pillars of Sharlayan society. And once upon a time, I might have left it at that. These days, however, I am more attuned to the subtleties of governance, and so I noticed something odd. From a particular point in time, the purpose of these policies shifted. No longer was knowledge preserved for the benefit of society. Rather, society was to be gradually reshaped to ensure the preservation of knowledge. The most conspicuous and telling change was the one which befell Labyrinthos. Once little more than an oversized storehouse, an enormous allocation of funds saw it transformed into an advanced research and archival facility. I also discovered a fascinating account on the finances of our Dravanian colony. The settlement attracted students from far and wide, and the connections and tuition fees thus acquired were funneled into further improvements for the archives. Now, there is no question that our nation's progress is tied to the acquisition of wisdom. Nevertheless, the vast resources diverted for this purpose borders on the obscene. But returning to the matter of when, our change in course appears to have been made some 270 years ago.
The very same period when Sharlayan scholars in the hinterlands began a formal study of the ethereal sea. You found something, did you not? And whatever it was, gave rise to your oh-so-important duty.
Mind your tongue, Archon. If you had seen...
Yes. We are bound by a duty we cannot ignore. Knowing this, what would you have us do? Abandon our vital work and join you on the field of battle? We will never choose the way of the sword. We will fulfill our mission not through strife and bloodshed, but survival. Come what may, we shall live on. We must.
Do as you must, then. But we Scions will fight until the heavens fall, until our last breath.
Such misguided zeal.
Father, Master Fortuno, I fail to understand the stance you have elected to take. But by the same token, I have yet to find a compelling argument to counter the challenge you put to us in Gridania. Still, in the midst of my uncertainty, I must trust in myself to do what is right, as others have chosen to trust in me. So I will continue, as I always have, weighing the consequences of my every action, and allowing my hope for the future to inform my decisions.
That's quite enough. Have you all forgotten the reason for this assembly?
Skolok Monteshane. He's the head of the Studium and an old friend of my grandfather's.
Honestly, every discussion devolves into some interminable debate. Terrible habit. let's return to the topic at hand, By their own admission, these scions have resolved to fight alongside the Eorzean nations against the doom which swift approaches. But there exists no evidence of an attempt to incite our citizens to do the same. Furthermore, while our decision may well have been the correct one, we cannot simply bull our way through these disagreements without inviting doubts or objections. Put yourselves in their place. Who among you would leave a tome unopened if an elder forbid you read it with no reason given? No. If we're to quell further discontent, then we must conclude this matter with a fair and even hand.
Order! We will have order! Master Montaigne raises some valid points. Keeping such concerns in mind, I propose we enforce the following measures. Until further notice, the students of Baldessian are to cease any and all activities within the domain of Sharlayan. You will also refrain from any further investigation into the Forum's decisions and duties. Failure to comply with these restrictions will result in the immediate expulsion of your Scion associates. Let us put this judgment to a vote. All in favor, raise your hand. I count 51 for and 48 against. The proposal is passed.
Fucking barely, dude.
Students, scions, you have heard the Forum's judgment. Pray abide by it, or face the consequences. Honored members, I thank you for your time. This inquiry is concluded.
It's like whatever they found 270 years ago in the Ethereal Sea. Let them know that the world was eventually going to end at some point, so they just went into full-on preserve knowledge for the sake of knowledge or something, survival mode, immediately. I apologize for the trouble I've caused you. I was pondering the significance of what I had just read as I left this restricted section, though you were careless and you got busted. And knocked over the security mammoths on my way out. I promise to be more vigilant next time. Damn. That's how we got busted, huh? You may encounter some raised eyebrows, but do continue to claim the students as your sponsor whensoever the need arises. I believe in the guiding principles of the Scions, and I know my grandfather would have as well. My father may be right, that I am still groping in the dark for answers, but I needed him to know that I would never stop searching. I owed that much to Ernvold and myself. Holiday? Thank the gods for Scholark Montaigne. I absolutely loathe arguing in circles. Yeah, he stood up for us in a way. Well, at least we've been allowed to remain in the city. Because it's an MMO, and what other outcome was there going to be? And our endless investigations have not been in vain. We now know that this mysterious duty of theirs began with whatever the Forum discovered in the Ethereal Sea. With our freedom so sorely curtailed, however, we will struggle to learn aught more of substance here in Sharlayan. We shall have to think very carefully about how we are to proceed from here. Yeah. And now I gotta go back downstairs to do those last side quests that unlocked during the middle of that last quest. Or maybe right before it. That should help. What am I doing? Okay, I've got about 15 minutes. Yeah, they're all over there. 5 quests total. Shortcut? Kind of? Yeah, it is. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yeah, that's all of them. Let me just double check. Yes. Oh. I don't think there's any short. Like, I can't jump down, can I? There really is no way. I'm gonna try it, but I don't think I can. Shit. You know how much of a time save this would be? Fucking hell. If I'd known that was gonna happen, I would have done those side quests before turning in that one with, you know, that last one with Prile, if I knew we were gonna get teleported back to back into town, basically. Shit. Él no sabe, Pepe laugh. Yeah, I know, I fucked up. See, I have my own personal heckler now on my soundboard. It works? Wait! Let me just to try and save some time. Does it work from here? Please tell me it does. I doubt it will, but please. It doesn't work! Ah! I tried and got baited again. Hey, what's that? Let me fill that part of the map out just so I can get the EXP for it. Could only do... There we go. He doesn't know, Pepe laughed. Can I fill out this part of the map right now? I don't know if it'll let me. It looks too high to jump. There we go. Logisticon Alpha. These are a little freaky looking, I gotta say. They look kind of cute, for the most part. Thankfully, it's pretty obvious they're made of grass. Otherwise, they kind of remind me of the fucking, like, cutesier versions of the Protozoid Slimers from Duke Nukem 3D. Those things were such nightmare fuel, I don't think I've ever seen any monster like that again in any video game ever. Maybe somebody out there knows a video game with a more disturbing monster than those, but I certainly don't. They never used them in any Duke Nukem sequel either, as far as I know. They were very, God, just the sounds they make. They're very disgusting. Learning to sew. What's up, dude? Might you have some time to spare for an old researcher, lad? Physical labor doesn't come to me as easily as it once did, and I'm in search of someone a bit more spry to assist me. The task is a simple one, rest assured. You need only plant these experimental seeds in the nearby fields. You would be compensated for your troubles, of course. No special skills are required of you. If you planted one seed, you planted most of them. Well then, I look forward to seeing what you can do. Right on. Ripe trade. Greetings! You seem eager to give a small portion of your time up in the name of progress. All I require is help with a simple delivery, and rest assured you'll receive just recompense. I've been expecting someone from the dairy farm to come pick up this batch of fruit, but I have seen neither hide nor hair of them. I deliver it myself, but my duties have prevented me from stepping even an ilm from these crates. Alright. The fruit is liable to rot if not stored properly. So if it isn't too much trouble, please make haste to Mitato and deliver them to my colleague there. Sure. Sounds simple enough. Not much room for error. Dude, as I was reading it, the pun came to me. Sir, sir. I seem to be in a bit of a bind, and I was wondering if you might lend your aid to remedy the plight of a struggling student. Oh, of course. Introductions. I am Parbalor from the Studium, where my research involves the finer points of bacteria and fungi. Eternal enemies. You get it? I'm here to harvest mushrooms from Labyrinthos for my experiments, but I'm afraid I may be in over my head. You see, the mushrooms are located in the 33rd facet, but that shaft is positively swarming with things I can scarce stand to look at, let alone face in combat. It isn't uncommon for members of the Studium to request help from the more martially inclined, and so here I am before you. Will you procure the mushrooms for me? I'll be forever in your debt. Sure. Oh, thank you, good sir. Well then, the sample number for my plot is 316. The mushrooms stand out among the others, with red caps and a distinctive triangle shape. Just in case, however, I do have this illustration. I understand all too well the impulse to become lost gazing at the fungi. Perhaps this will help keep you on track. If you find the sheer variety of mushrooms to be overwhelming, then simply consult the picture and it should put you back on track. Down. Anyway. It's not mud. Mudkits? If I'm not mistaken, you have the steely eyes of an adventurer, one who looks death in the eye and does not flinch. Sure. Just so happens that I require a sample of rare earth, but it can only be found in a location rife with vicious plants and gods know what else. I would give you a hefty sack of coin if you could retrieve it for me. If you are willing, pray make your way to Troglophiles Deep and gather for me 3 samples of brown mud. The darker the better, I say. I suggest sharpening your weapons beforehand, but I won't tell you how to do your job. Last one. Distracted Archivist. Lost Little Troll. Oh my god, we're gonna see a baby troll! Oh, there we go. I was wondering when the hell we were gonna get an Ether Current quest, for fuck's sake. I was like, did they get rid of those? Because if so, good. But they should have just gotten rid of Ether Currents altogether. But anyway. Oh, dearie me. What's wrong, buddy? Need help? Wondering if I still had my glasses on, yeah. My sweetest Shaggles, or one of the Archean's precious samples, has fled. Gave him a name, huh? You have no idea what I'm talking about, do you? My apologies. I'm Noel Tia, an archivist. The Archean is home to various samples collected from all across the star, and one such specimen has just escaped. A young troll, to be specific. Oh, I hope he hasn't been set upon by the local predators. Listen, I promise to compensate you, so could you please help me retrieve the specimen? Sure. My thanks! I will continue my search of this area. I'd like you to check the 33rd facet. Once you've had a comprehensive look about, please meet me at the Archean to report your findings. Alright. Mm-hmm. There. Seed planting complete. No, not that kind of seed planting. Alright, pretty far away. So I'm just gonna go ahead and turn this quest in, just in case it's a chain quest, you know? What if I get another quest that leads me exactly where I'm about to go? I want to make more than one trip if I don't have to. Slightly flushed, are you? Good. I take it that means you planted the seeds. You have my thanks, and if all goes to plan, the realms as well. You see, my research involves the production of nutrient-rich plants that can be harvested in greater numbers than any we have seen thus far. However, even the most extraordinary crop is useless if they cannot be planted and raised by the common man. I've long made ease of use a priority when I develop new seeds, asking everyone from experienced researchers to eager children to plant them in the earth and then comparing results. But of course, I'm sure you've had more than enough long-winded explanations over your journeys to last a lifetime. Take this reward for your contribution and take satisfaction in a job well done. The game is self-aware. I like that. I like that a lot. Still useless. We're not gonna get useful chest coffers until, like, level 83, 84 quests at the earliest. Alright, well, there we go. Any other quests? No? Wow. One gonna take me way over there, huh? Okay, actually, I just see an efficient way to do this. Maybe. Assuming this objective is the only one way out here, I could do this one first. Wait a minute, was there a way down from over there? Okay, no, I think you have to go around. Okay, so I'm gonna go do this one actually. Teleport back here, then do these objectives, and then work my way down here, and finally end up back at the farm. That's actually the most efficient way. Fuck you. Love the music. So good. That was a hell of a long ride. Oh, hello. Was there something you needed? I got this sack of fruit for you. A sack containing fruit grown at Marial Agronomics. The smell emanating from it defies definition of its contents. There you go. Oh, what specimens! So plump and fragrant. You said you came all the way from Marial Agronomics? Thank you for making the trek. It would have been a shame to see these go to waste. Sometimes the cattle here are so temperamental that I quite forget my other obligations. Ruba must be cross with me. This isn't the first time I've accidentally shirked my appointments with him. I must give him something by way of apology. Perhaps this golden cheese will do the trick. As you well know, we at Mitato pride ourselves on our research into the various methods of animal husbandry and fermentation used throughout the realm, and this cheese is our latest masterpiece. It came about in no small part thanks to the fruit you just delivered. We feed it to our cattle, and it is a main contributor to the cheese's heavenly fragrance. If it's not too much trouble, could you deliver this wheel to Ruba? Or Rubaha, maybe? Alright. Working out as planned. Okay, it's time for me to take a break. Perfect! And take a break right fucking here. At this etherite. So, I'll probably go find somewhere to sit down again. Because why not? Dum, dum, dum.
You bastard!
Still can't use the lift. Alright, same place I AFK'd last time. So I'll be back in about 10 minutes and then we'll close it out with like about an hour. Yeah. I'll come back for about an hour, yeah.